Hello, hello. You might hear a little heater going on, but I want to talk about something. So I was looking at a video showing how brown people are getting mistreated by others. Others don't want brown people to, indigenous brown people of the United States of America, how other groups of people don't want brown people to claim what's theirs, and how brown people are getting mistreated. And the person who was speaking was talking about how brown people, well, he said we allow this to happen to ourselves. But you know what? This just my opinion. How I'm going to say brown people because I don't like the word we, because I don't like to include myself in really any groups. I don't like that. I don't like just including myself in categories like that when it comes to pretty much advancing to your true self. Well, that's because I don't know. That's because I know I don't belong here. So I don't say we because I know I don't belong here, and I'm talking about in assimilation. But others, they feel like this is their home. They feel like this is where they should stay, and But the point is, in my opinion, on and he made good points too. But I just want to add my opinion. But how you say we, and that came out of his mouth, that we allow ourselves to be treated like this. But here's the thing. Brown people have to learn to love each other. Because the way people are treating brown people is just a reflection of how brown people treat each other. So, I get getting pissed off at other people who harass you when you're not bothering them, because you could just be going down the street minding your own business, and somebody of a different culture just want to harass you for no reason. And it's like, well, we allow ourselves to be treated like this. Well, sometimes when you jumped on, it's like nothing much you can do, and you personally did not allow yourself to be treated like that, right? Brown people as a collective have allowed that to happen because they did not want to love each other. They did not want to come together like other groups of people. Okay? You have the Asians, or just different groups of Asians who stick together. I don't care if they're Filipino, I don't care if they're Vietnamese, I don't care if they're Japanese, I don't care if they're Chinese. Especially when they come to the United States of America, they sticking together like glue. They build their own communities. They're not going to worry about what some other group of people discriminating against them, because they come together and they build their own communities. And they have their own. And they probably have infighting and stuff like that like anybody else, but for the most part, they take pride in their own groups and their cultures. Same with other ones. But when it comes to brown people, especially in the United States of America, there's just a hatred for each other. Okay, and I want to say it's probably mind control and MK Ultra. Let me tell you something. I do get that is, I've already talked about that. The movie Get Out is about really telling brown people to get out the sunken place, not just about brown men with white ladies. Literally, brown people are in the sunken place. They have been taken over. They don't know that they have been taken over. Because they feel like they have their own personalities and stuff. They don't understand that they are kind of been taken over. But at the same time, though, something allowed that to happen. What allowed that to happen? Okay, but when you go online disrespecting each other, when you go online, especially, I'm just going to say this because everybody already knows, so I'm just going to say it. You got brown men that go online on YouTube, okay, because of course you got it in the music and all this stuff like that. But when they go online, since 2006, since YouTube started, and then you have brown men just constantly going in on brown women, tearing down brown women, just pulling them apart. Let me tell you something. I spoke to Hispanic women before when I was doing home health in LA, and they would tell me a lot about how those men would just be tearing them down. But she said those men tear them down the way a lot of brown men tear brown women down, right? But they don't do it publicly where everybody just knows about it. So people still have, that's what I'm saying. People still have their problems. But they don't go on public platforms letting it be known how they really feel, because they understand a type of a type of code of conduct. They still get that. But it was this lady that's been telling me about how those men tear them down the same way, but they know not to go online and do that type of stuff. But so I remember saying this in 2014, 2015, when I really started seeing it, because I wasn't into YouTube really before then. And I was talking to other women saying this is a problem. I said, because you got other young men that don't have fathers, little young boys that don't have father figures, that looks at, they're in this technology age now, and they're looking at all these videos, and they are going to take to these guys that are tearing down brown women, and it's going to be a big mess. And of course, the brown woman couldn't hear it. I talked to 2 or 3 of them, and they felt like I was bashing brown men or black men. Of course, they say black men. They felt like I was bashing black men. Well, look what's happening today. You go online and you show your hatred for each other. And of course, brown women struck back, but everybody knows that brown men, I don't care. They put it in the music. They put it in movies. They put it everywhere, their hatred for brown women. They put it everywhere. Everybody knows it. Even I say this time and time again. Even when I went to India, a whole different continent, they are still aware of how much brown men hate brown women in the United States of America. See, they air out their dirty laundry because, truth be told, it's been said that the most dangerous place for a woman to go is India. Truth be told, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Those men, when I went to India, those men don't like for you to talk to them. They don't like for a woman to tell them anything. They like to they want to be in control. That's what I'm saying. There's stuff everywhere you go. But the point is that they don't get online and air their stuff out like that. They don't make it be known how they feel and tear down their culture like that. They know not to do that in front of a whole world of people, to tear down your culture. But the brown Americans don't see the damage they have done. And I'm going to say this. I know brown women ain't perfect. Trust me. I don't know what it's like. I don't know what a real mother is like in human form. I don't believe in a real mother in human form, to be honest with you. I believe in a great mother. I believe in a spiritual mother, a real spiritual mother. I don't believe in a real mother in human form. I just don't believe in it. I have not had that experience. Not one that's loving, Okay? So I get it, but at the same time, to go online and tear down your women, the wombs that you come from, whatever problems you might have, they went online and let the whole world know how much they hate the women that they come from. And now you got these problems where everybody around the world feel like it's just okay. And brown women didn't really take up for themselves either. The few brown women who tried to take up for themselves were getting hopped on by other brown women. Brown women are programmed, are literally controlled by brown men. Brown men literally control the crowns. And I know that. I pretty much know that. They literally control the crowns of brown women. Okay, they control how brown women think. And so it was literally other brown women, where you would have some women that go online trying to stick up for, brown women, trying to counteract all that hate that was coming towards them. You have other brown women that at their men's command, they would do stuff like doxing these women, putting their address in comment sections, and doing black magic or whatever you call it, doing everything to tear these women down who was just trying to be a voice for other brown women. So they brought this on themselves. I mean, why complain about how non-black or whatever person is treating brown people when they literally have a hatred for themselves? The way they are being treated is only a reflection of how much they hate themselves, how much they hate each other. Okay? Because they know when they come and hop on brown people, other brown people are not going to have their back. They know they can come hop on you. When I say you, I'm speaking in general, brown people. They know they can pick you out and hop on you, and other brown people are not going to jump in and stick up for you because they understand that brown people hate each other. Even when it was a brown man, I saw a video of a brown man getting attacked going on the subway, getting attacked by a bunch of Hispanics. They understand that other brown people are not going to come to their rescue. They understand that. They understand that even though this is a brown male, because it's already out there that brown women are unprotected by the brown male. It's well known that the brown woman is unprotected by her counterpart. That's already known. But the brown male is not protected either, though. He ain't protected. Time and time again, he gets shot. The little boys get killed. You look at Mike Brown, that was killed by that cop or whatever, and he laid in the street for hours with the sheet on him, and you saw blood all through the sheet. He laid on the street for hours, and the camera was all filming it. What? I guess these were people with their cell phones filming it. Why didn't the people with their cell phones filming it go out their way to go and get some help for this crying mother? And I'm not trying to say I feel sorry for the mother. I'm just saying that as an example, right? You got this woman crying over her son laying on the ground dead, and she says, somebody do something, somebody do something. Her son just laying there dead, right? You got those brown men. You got a lot of grown-ass brown men that for some reason did not do anything about this young man laying bloody on the streets. They had to wait till, the ambulance came or whatever. But it took hours. So why did it take hours? You're in the inner city. You're not that far away from a hospital. He was not that far away from a hospital or wherever. Why did it take hours? It's like they were proving a point that literally brown people are hopeless. It was like a point was proven that brown people are nothing. You had a bunch of grown-ass brown men that a lot of brown women like to keep defending, but I'm not hopping on nobody now. I'm not trying to hop on nobody. But I feel like brown women should have set some standards. That's all I'm saying, that they should have set standards for the men that they keep giving birth to. Okay? They should have set some standards, and they did not want to. They sat around, those grown men stood around while this young man was laying on the ground. And nobody even called that, nobody really wanted to call that out. Nobody ever wants to call out the fact that, the young boys are unprotected as well. This boy was this young man or whatever. He looked like he might have been a teenager, 19, 20, whatever. Was on the subway getting attacked by a group of Hispanics. Those group of Hispanics were all sticking together to hop on this young brown man. Goodness well, it's because it's understood that no brown people are going to step in to help him. It's just understood. It's overstood. It's understood and overstood that no brown people were going to come to his defense, because everybody knows that brown Americans, indigenous, they don't like each other. It's just well known. Okay? So I guess I'm saying you teach other people how to treat you by loving each other. I guess if you want to, still stick with your community, it's like brown people have allowed that to happen by hating on each other publicly, hating each other, not sticking together. Okay? So, anyway, that's all I gotta say, and I'll talk later.